Well, what are we playing? Gungeon.
Let's play Gungeon. Hey, we're playing Gungeon.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What character shall I go for?
Who do you normally play as?
I usually play this, the Hunter.
Hunter.
Difficult on controller though, because you have to shoot the crossbow and it's one shot, so it's kind of like a sniper.
Excuse me, I'm pouring myself a drink.
No, you are not excused. Do you know why something the devs added to this game, right?
Go on.
So there's this Reddit board called "Can You Pet the Dog?"
Oh, I heard of this. Yeah.
Right. And the entire Reddit board goes through each game and goes, yes, you can pet the dog, and approves the game, or disapproves the game. And one
Because
of the
you
devs,
can't pet the dog.
one of the devs saw that you couldn't pet. They put a post on saying you couldn't pet the dog in Gungeon.
Yep.
So they added it, so you
Of
can
course
now
they
pet
did.
the dog. Like that. Like that.
That's so adorable.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, the little doggo.
Although, while the devs
Is this
seem...
on-
Oh, yeah, go on.
Is this on my save? Yeah, this is.
This
my,
is your
this
save,
Is my
yeah.
Switch, yeah. Okay.
While the devs seem great for this game, I do have one major complaint right now.
Oh.
Have you not heard about this?
Mm-mm.
So, this is Enter the Gungeon, okay?
Yeah.
Came out a while ago. They great devs, did loads of stuff, give away free content and stuff.
Yep.
And then they released Exit the Gungeon. Yeah?
Eh?
So,
Did they? I've not even heard about it.
there's a reason you've not heard about it.
Because it was shit.
Mm,
I mean,
right.
I have good faith in Dodge Roll. I always like games.
I did. And then this happened, right? So, what I'll do is I'll describe the game to you, and then I'm going to ask you a question. So the game is basically...
Judging by the title, should I know what it's about?
yes and no.
Okay.
It's basically like a sort of 2D platforming game, where you start at the bottom of the Gungeon as a
Yeah.
Gungeoneer,
Yeah.
and you exit the Gungeon.
Okay, sounds fine.
Sounds great, right? So my question is, what platform do you think this was released on?
Oh, they did it mobile, didn't they? Please don't tell me they did it as a mobile game.
What platform do you think this was released on?
Well, I would have hoped it was on Switch or PC or PlayStation at least.
So would everyone,
Yeah.
right? Do you want me to tell you?
It's mobile, isn't it?
They released it on Apple Arcade.
What the fuck is... I don't even know what Apple Arcade is.
Nobody does. So what they've done is they've taken a successful game with a viewer base that started on PC, moved to consoles, because that's when they released. They released it on PC first, then consoles. Great. And then what they did is they went, fuck you, we're going to release this, I presume because Apple paid them.
That's all it's gotta be about,
Citation
hasn't it?
needed.
No, it's got to be. That's got to
Citation
be
needed,
all it's
though.
about.
That's conjecture. We don't know yet.
Fuck's sake.
Okay? So
Yeah.
that royally pissed me off.
Wow.
Because I was like, oh my god, that sounds great. And then I looked at where the game was released, and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy it on PC. Because I play this game on PC predominantly.
So I'm assuming Apple Arcade is only available on Is it iPhones or just like Mac? Is it Mac games?
I'd assume that it is the iOS store, but rebranded for games.
Oh, that's right, because they split down iTunes and stuff. I don't know what
I don't know what goes on. I don't use
I haven't
Apple's
been
stuff.
an Apple user in a long time.
I mean, I have a MacBook, but I installed Linux on it because I'm a man.
See, that's legendary status in my eyes.
Exactly. It's
I'd rather use Linux than Mac OS. I have a MacBook too, and it's alright. Except for the swollen battery and the fact that it can only be used plugged in anymore.
I mean, that is kind of funny, though.
It is kind of funny. And I have no intention of replacing the battery because I just don't use it enough.
Eventually, I'll fix you one that I find.
I mean, I only bought it because I was working as a DJ.
It makes sense at
And
that point.
that was-
Ages ago as well.
And that was years and years ago when they were massively superior machines in terms of like audio
They
and
were,
audio
yeah.
production and stuff.
Especially in the music industry.
Yeah. It's not true anymore.
No, they've just
Unfortunately.
Steve Jobs, unfortunately,
Yeah.
went downhill around that time.
Wonder what he'd say.
I don't know.
It's sad. I mean, apparently he was a cunt.
Yeah, but
I heard that he was an absolute cunt. But then who of that status isn't a cunt?
exactly. And he made some good products.
Even though I don't want to believe it, I've heard that...
Oh, I believe it and know it and believe it.
No, I was going to say someone else who's apparently a cunt.
Oh, go on, Elon.
Musk. I don't want to believe it because Daddy Musk, in my eyes, can't do anything wrong.
I think he can. I just don't think he has.
Well, apparently he's a cunt.
I mean,
Like, in the workplace. Like, apparently people hate it.
don't know.
maybe what we see in the media, like him being interviewed and such. Oh, did you see that clip where the Chinese guy was
No.
asking him a question about artificial intelligence?
I just pressed the wrong button, but carry on.
The clip of Elon Musk being asked a question about artificial intelligence by
Oh, it was at that conference between the
Yeah.
Alibaba, I believe
I think it might have been that one, yeah. And
CEO and him about AI.
it was sat next to this Chinese guy, and the guy's English wasn't great.
He's the CEO of a major Chinese company. But carry on.
All right, yeah. The guy's English wasn't great.
Oh, no,
but,
he's
but
not.
whatever.
He's
Fine.
he's Chinese.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Whatever. Who cares? But the guy said the guy like really badly. He kind of like butchered the phrasing of it, just because his English isn't great. And,
Fair enough.
And I thought fair play to him.
At least he tried.
And I can't remember how he phrased it. Do you,
I've not seen it.
it was something.
I just saw it in the news.
It was something like, do you believe? So the question was, do you believe that AI might already be smarter than humans, or something
Ooh,
like that,
good
or
question.
something to that effect, or may soon be smarter than humans? But he kind of phrased it in a really broken English way, and Elon Musk went, no, like with a smirk on his face, as if to say, you're not smarter. And it was a bit like, yeah, it was kind of funny, but you're kind of a bit of a dick.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like it.
In fact, I'm going to put the clip on here because I just can't remember the phrasing, but it's
Also, shout out to Fair Use.
Computer may be clever, but human beings are much smarter.
Yeah, definitely not.
Clever,
yeah.
Oh, I got hit by the boss.
It's good, and it made me laugh. But then I thought, actually, a bit of a dick, even though you made me laugh. But
I mean, you can do both.
you
but
can do both. Yeah. But I don't care. Whatever. Musk is my hero.
I mean, the things he's doing are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Even some of the things we all know they're never gonna really work.
You know, I realised the
But
other day
it pushes
that,
innovation, and that's what it needs to do.
I realised the other day that yeah, I agree with that completely. Yeah. That my conversations probably turn to Elon Musk several times per day.
Yeah, same.
It's quite bad.
There's a reason for that though. Cause he's great.
And whenever I see a Musk reference, I'm always like, hey! Like in Star Trek Discovery, did you spot the Musk reference?
I've not finished it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's on my to-watch list.
Anyway, there's a bit where he's talking to the engineer, and I think he's like about to quit or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like the engineer is like experimenting with like this propulsion system.
Fair enough.
And the captain like says to him like, would you rather quit now or be remembered as one of the great pioneers of flight? Your name could be up there with the Wright brothers, Elon Musk and Zephyr Cochrane.
That's great.
And I thought, what?
I love that.
Like, how fucking on the ball is that shit?
It's great.
Fucking loved that show. I haven't finished season 2 yet, purely because I'm watching it with my friend Josh.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Is he a Star Trek fan?
Massive, yeah. Yeah, massive.
Bigger than you, or
I
is it hard to quantify?
think it's hard to quantify. I don't think I've ever quoted Star Trek and he's not got it.
Well, there you go then. That tells you enough.
And I think, like, he's frequently sent me memes to do with Next Generation,
Well, there we go.
and I fucking love Next Generation.
I think quite a lot of people do actually.
Well, I was a latecomer to Next Generation. I wasn't really that massively into it when it was about.
Fair.
I was really into Voyager, which is quite divisive.
I mean, I'm too young.
It's quite
for-
divisive. No, I genuinely still rate Star Trek Voyager as being way up there. In fact, if you'd have asked me a couple of years ago, I'd have probably said Star Trek Voyager is my favourite Star Trek. Whereas now,
It's changed, obviously.
well, it's not only changed from being Discovery is now my favourite Star Trek, but my second favourite Star Trek is now Next Generation.
Yeah.
And Voyager's my third. But I think a couple of years ago, it probably would have been Voyager's my first. Next Generation is my
Fair.
probably third after original. Just because
Jesus.
original Star Trek is just something else entirely.
Yeah.
you can laugh at it and still love it. Do you know what I mean?
It's one of those shows, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, times have changed.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I think that's one of the problems that people have with.
It's one of the problems people have with watching old things in general.
Yeah, no, but one of the problems people have with Discovery.
Oh yeah.
Disco.
Is not the same.
It's so far removed from every other Star Trek series.
I kind of think that's a good thing.
But I actually genuinely think it is a good thing. I totally agree. Because you can't produce a series of the same vein as what Star Trek has always been these days.
No, you can't.
It just doesn't fit modern tastes.
I mean, look at the films that came out as well. People saying the same thing.
Well, I actually really like the JJ films.
I love the JJ
Apart
films.
from the... Well, no, it wasn't the JJ film, the third one. What was it called? Beyond?
Pointless.
It was... Well, right, so I watched it. I wasn't aware of who directed it. I can't remember his name.
No one can.
And then afterwards, I was like, who directed this shit?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Who directed it? There was a couple of good moments, and it's okay.
It's not great, though.
But it's...
It could have been great, and it's not.
And then there was... I looked at who directed it, and I was like, I've not heard of this person. What else have they directed? And then one of the things they directed before it, which they were really famous for, was Fast and Furious. And all of a sudden, the whole thing made sense.
Yeah.
The scene with the motorbike, the scene with the swarm of alien ships, with the rock music over the top of it. It was like...
The scene of pointlessness.
This makes absolute sense. This was directed by someone who... Oh, dude, come on.
I didn't see that. I completely blanked.
You did way better than I would.
I don't know about that. Do you want to test that theory?
No, I don't. I really suck at this game.
I think the problem is I'm not used to the controller.
Not used to the Pro Controller?
No.
Is that how you normally play it?
I usually play it on keyboard.
Oh, you played it on PC, didn't you?
Yeah. I completed it. I full 100% of this game on PC. Let's play easy mode character.
Okay, anyway. Do you know what? Should we call this one here?
Go on.
Yeah. Just hit pause. Oh, well, we're in a loading screen. You can't press pause, you dickhead.
I can.
Oh. Smart man.